Lazarus has done it again.
It's all Fernando Bale, the champion, well clear of Waymore's Blues, and Fernando Bale.
And welcome back to Racing and Pacing and Chasing as well, brought to you by the Prince Albert Hotel here in Gawler as well. And we're now back with our chasing segment, which is actually also brought to you by the Gawler Greyhound Racing Club here in Gawler as well, a fantastic partner of us.
100%, and we look forward to getting Sean Nowak on at some stage to talk all things Greyhound Racing in Gawler. Great little facility out there, and I like getting out there when and as much as we can.
Yeah, he's a busy man at the moment. He's got a few things to organise for myself in particular, but a big September coming up, Aaron.
Yeah, certainly. We touched on it last week, and obviously by the time this show goes to air on Friday morning, we'll have seen the heats of the Oaks and the Derby run, but the final next week at our Angle Park, which we certainly look forward to. And then we start to really ramp up into the State of Origin series, and then we head towards the Adelaide Cup in early October. But probably abroad interstate, we've got the TAB $1 Million Chase, and what a concept that is. So there's heats this week. We've got the heat on Friday at Richmond, and then also Bulli on Saturday. So the final's not until the 20th of October. $1 million prize pool up for grabs. There'll be a few heads glued to the TV, and no doubt a few nervous trainers as they walk their dogs to the boxes that night.
Absolutely, mate. And we touched on the State of Origin series. That's the one that I've got in big red marker, looking very, very forward to. But very exciting time to be involved in greyhound racing in South Australia.
And I know a lot of mates, there's no better time to own a greyhound and
great fun.
Great fun, especially if you can get the right one. We didn't, but we'll try again very shortly, no doubt, and look forward to dipping our toe back in the water. If you get stung the first time, you might as well have another go, I say. So we'll be back there, and so it's. Greyhound racing, it's short, sharp, shiny, and the punters love it. So, 8 dogs, and you can always try and find a winner somewhere.
Yeah,
like the early speed maps.
In my case, just look at the early speed, back that, and hope for the best is the way to go about it, because you just never know. But Darren, on that as well, you've got a couple of kennel watches that I want to get straight into. All right, Aaron, we got talk us a little bit about your kennel watches that you've got for us this week.
The self-proclaimed AB Kennel Watch, until someone wants to take the show on, which we'll be looking for very closely over the coming weeks. But 2 runs of the week. I'm going to go with Razor's Edge as the first one. This is a Melbourne dog trained by Rosalind Hume at Wattle Flat over in Victoria, but on Murray Bridge on Sunday. I'll tell you what, if you've seen a more impressive dog, let us know, because this one, it's had 8 starts, 7 wins, only been beaten on debut back on the 6th of March. It's won its every one since. Let me read these prices to you. $1.20, $1.04, $1.50, $1.33. Someone thought they could beat it, or we'll start after. $1.75. Oh, we shortened back up. We were burnt at the start before. $1.12, and it won on Sunday at $1.30. It should have been 97 cents the way it won. It smashed the track record. Now, the track hasn't been going long at Murray Bridge, but it smashed the track record of 29.59. Have a guess how many lengths it won by?
Well, you tell me, Aaron.
14. 14 lengths in a dog race over the 530 metres.
Well, up towards the turn now. Razor's Edge said, catch me if you can. Dash clear by 6 or 7 to Alinga Jess, and Razor's Edge is going to make an absolute mess of them in the last, opening up by about 10-12 lengths to Alinga Jess, and Razor's Edge a demolition job.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Razor's Edge, my run of the week.
Is that going to start to be called the Winks of the Greyhounds?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll be watching it very closely. I've put it in my black book. I don't know why with the pricing, but just to watch an excitement machine like that grace the track.
But you don't have just the one for us this week, Aaron. You found another one.
I'd like to find a couple for our viewers out there. So Corborn Hunter. Now, probably got to swallow my own pride here putting this one up. And I was actually at the pub this night on Thursday. I like going to the pub, and if we can, I'm watching the Angle Park race if I don't get down there. Race 3, I took great interest because my run of the week last week was Road Travel, and I mentioned Kenya Chase as one to watch leading into the Adelaide Cup, and Corborn Hunter said, what about me? He's just come storming over the top. Those other 2 were in the race and did strike a bit of trouble, but Corborn Hunter couldn't have been more impressive as he flew down the back split in 16.79 overall for the 5:15 29.97. So I tell you what, if you go, I know they're different tracks, but let's go back to Razor's Edge, 29.59 over the 5:30. Corborn Hunter's run 29.97 over the 5:15, so 15 metres shorter, and actually Razor's Edge has run quicker. Now, I'm not fully up to speed on the track surfaces, but it is a it is a track.
It's still
It's
still a big
quick.
time.
It's still a big difference. So I'm tipping Razor's Edge might be seen over that State of Origin series or the Cup Carnival here. So no doubt, 2 to follow, Razor's Edge and Corborn Hunter.
Yeah, lovely little kennel of Aaron Bain's kennel watch as well, Aaron as well, which is great to see. A fantastic little Aaron Bain kennel watch there, Aaron, but we've also got a couple of dogs to asterisks for the punters out there as well.
Yeah,
mate.
just the one this week. I'm going to go with Dinah Carney. So Dinah Carney, this is actually, by the time this goes to air on Friday morning, this is one to be getting on Friday afternoon when you're sitting down the pub after a big week for those tradies out there. Race 8, so later in the day you'll be knocked off work. Box 6 over the 6:43. Dinah Carney I'm going with. So trained by Troy Murray. This has been actually a very good Melbourne dog. It's had 75 starts, 14 wins and 23 placings. So building up a nice little record in its own right. But $90,000 in prize money, good money for a dog, Dinah Carney. Hasn't won yet in SA since coming, but obviously built up a very good record in Victoria. Gets its chance, does like the outside box or going wide because it wants a bit of clear running, so finally gets a chance there. But probably a unique addition out of the Tim Richards kennel. Looks the hardest to beat there tomorrow, but I'm sticking with it. Finally gets the draw it likes. Get on Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon, just to mention as well, that is at the Gawler track for those that are looking for a track as well. Race 8, I reckon we'll be looking for a double by that stage on Friday as well, Aaron, to get on.
I actually challenged you last week to say the word fantastic. If you and you haven't said it tonight, you've been. I'd have to go back through the replays. I'm not sure you've said it.
I've been very self-conscious about saying
because
it.
I actually had a pocket full of $2 coins, right? And I was here waiting for you to say fantastic because I was going to go from one pocket to the other. So I only bought 10 $2 coins. I thought I'd use them. All I haven't used any. So we might have to have the $20 on Dinah Carney for punters out there, and then we'll think of a charity to support. But let's have the Piranha Media and Racing, Pacing, Chasing $20 this week on Dinah Carney. Just say fantastic for me 10 times in the show. No, don't do that, please. Anyway, talking about... We've gone the whole show without you saying it once, so it's been very good. But, we are, as I said earlier, we are looking forward to getting Sean Nowak on the show from the Greyhound Racing Club, and they do sponsor this show and a great support. And there's been a lot happening at that facility, and, you can probably talk firsthand. It's a great facility, not only a good function centre for business meetings, weddings, birthday celebrations, and you got a bit of a show there Friday. It is a good little facility in Gawler to be utilising for all things. Yeah,
well, obviously being involved at the Gawler Central Footy Club as well, we use it quite regularly. So for people that don't know, or probably most people know at the moment, that the upstairs or the facility itself's been there for, 3 or 4 years.
Do you know how many seats exactly?
Yeah, upstairs is about 200 with
yeah.
tables of 10. So looking to hopefully get to that on Friday. But what most people don't know, Aaron, is probably in the last 8 weeks, the downstairs, which was just a warehouse, that has now been refurbed into a room for about 150 people as well.
Okay.
So they've actually got 2 rooms now. So we're there on Friday, we're obviously using the upstairs, but it doesn't discourage punters from being able to go to the track, because what the Greyhounds are doing is they'll open up the downstairs. It's beautiful down there as well. You can still get your food and everything that you like, and it's still a brilliant place to watch racing, and you're really close to the action, which is great.
A bit of a fun fact for you on the Gawler Club. It was first run the Gawler Gold Cup in its current format in 1983. So it's developed a very proud history. Bit before our time. Yeah, we weren't even a twinkle in our parents' eyes back then, King of the North. But in 2006, it achieved a Group 3 status. And I'll tell you what, it's run in late October this year. It's around the same time as the Gawler Cup at the Gawler and Barossa Jockey Club, which we look forward to attending. So we've got a busy October coming up, mate.
Yeah, I hope.
If we can get Sean on, even better. So
it's going to be good, but yeah, as you said, obviously we're going to talk to Sean about this a lot more. Obviously, he's just a very busy man at the moment, but we are working on it, Aaron.
I'll put a warning out there to Sean. When he does come on, I'm going to grill him on the track record holders and the times. I'm up with the times now. I've got it all under control. So Sean, be prepared to go through the hot seat with myself on the track record holders. So do your homework, be ready, because you're not getting the cheat sheet.
I'm sure he'll be all over it as well, Sean. He's a brilliant operator down there.
You do a good job though, Sean. We love you.
Gawler Racing Club as well. So we love Sean and all his work and the team down there as well, Aaron. But another racing, pacing and done. Episode 2 just keeps getting better, mate.
I'll tell you what, I was going through our notes for today and I thought, I rang our boss man Rocky. I said, this is going to be a massive show. We've had a lot to get through. We've had 2 great special guests in Shane Collins and also Wayne Hill. We thank them very much for joining us. We thank our sponsors. It's been a great episode. And I'll tell you what, episode 3 next week, this time next week, it'll be even bigger again. And I look forward to joining you this time next week.
No, it's going to be brilliant, mate. And as we said, obviously thanked all of our sponsors, but as well, most importantly, the PA, the Prince Albert here in Gawler as well, a major sponsor where we are filming from tonight. So episode 3, it's going to be a big one, and make sure you like the Piranha Media Facebook page, and as well, we've now got our YouTube channel as well, which you can subscribe to for all our premium content as well. So give it a like, subscribe, and we've got so much more to provide for you over the course of the year as well.